Give thanks for life and mighty life giver.
Thanks for life.
Definitely. Give thanks, Rastafari. Give thanks as we're about to go live, LIVITY. Give thanks for life and mighty life giver. Give thanks for all good things. Definitely give thanks. Bobo, Evans, Benedine, peace to you all, guidance and protection. Heart of love, give thanks, definitely. Heart of love, 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 love. Give thanks. Living the life you love, living the life you live. But, so what are you doing? That 6:40, that 8:45 thing you're doing tonight, yeah?
Say again, sorry?
So what are you doing at 8:45 thing?
Yeah.
That might be my last program, you know. I like organization. Yeah, Adam, shout out Kings, blessed love my Lord, give thanks. Not a love. Nicole, give thanks.
Blessed love.
Blessed love, not a love.
It's an honor to be here again.
Estella, you tired?
No, not at all. Full of energy.
Need a chalice.
And my phone left it on the floor.
Is that yours?
Yes. Thank you. The haste.
Got you.
So definitely as we about to go on live shortly, we give thanks. Definitely for all the good things around us. Mommy Stronger, Etienne, give thanks. Blessed love, my Lord, love, love, give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Radha, love. Tuning in from Connecticut, give thanks, Connecticut, that's a love. Blessed, blessed. Definitely we give thanks as tonight we're going to be focusing on living the life you love and loving the life you live. LIVITY, you know, the art of being, not just wanting to be, but the art of being. Yes, definitely. As we just hold on as we're about to start in about another. Eh?
Yeah.
But I just spoke to Liz this afternoon, so why she didn't tell me that?
This afternoon,
Yeah.
this is a combination of things. What time did you finish?
So what time did you finish today?
You're
Late?
supposed to finish at 8. Yeah, finish at 8 after 8.
Okay.
Yeah, so one thing you finish is pushing everything now.
Okay. So yeah, Jamie Albert, give thanks. So why you saying that we have another what? Almost like 12 minutes
Yeah.
or 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 something. Next time, you just tell me bring a camera, let me do some cleaning.
Yes.
Might want to start over, okay? Might want to start over.
Why you say Aya? You want to recite a poem tonight?
Would I like to recite a poem?
Ah. I know you can. I'm asking you whether you would like to recite a poem.
Sure.
Okay.
Right now?
But no.
Oh, okay.
When we go live. Right now it's evil time, so evil have Any one of you,
Okay.
you feel that you want to reside. So do we give thanks for life in the mighty life giver, and we give thanks as we just awaiting our another little time there, to start off live. As we know, you did a live YouTube broadcast and also the HTS. Today we are starting off a bit more tardy at 9 o'clock. So we have just a little time. So I'm going to make Mark, you want to go through a routine event?
Being want to give thanks for the continued resonance and continue sharing these seeds. And so, as we have some time here, yes, I'll come in. I'm in. Give thanks. I'm Mark Anthony Roman. I'm the inner trainer. I'm here as a meditation trainer, just guiding you to the stillness of bliss within you. And so, to begin that bliss, let's go ahead and take a breath wherever you are, whether you're standing, seated, in the kitchen, in the supermarket, wherever you're at right now. Just go ahead and take a breath. It's always available. In the nose, out the mouth. And if you're on an island, I know some of us are in Connecticut, but waves. So as that inhale comes in, let it feel like a wave pulling in into the ocean. And as you exhale, feel that like the waves crashing on the shore. At least three rounds. And give thanks. You can repeat after me. I love myself completely.
I love myself completely.
Feel that. Feel those words. Feel those waves. I trust myself completely.
I trust myself completely.
I forgive myself completely.
I forgive myself completely.
And breathe. Repeat after me. I am whole.
I am whole.
I am complete.
I am complete.
Inhale. I want to hear you breathe on the other line. I want to feel you breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Continue breathing. If you're just tuning in, we're going ahead and taking it deep into deep breaths and positive affirmations. So continue to breathe now in the nose, letting your belly expand, inflate with air, keeping your shoulders relaxed, and out the mouth, letting your belly deflate like a balloon, deflating with air. And no matter where you are, like I'm from New York City, I meditate everywhere, in the train, wherever, the park, wherever. No matter where you are, let every sound take you deeper into the feeling of who you are. And so repeat after me. I am love.
I am love.
I love myself completely.
I love myself completely.
I trust myself completely.
I trust myself completely.
Give thanks for life.
Give thanks for life.
Give thanks. And so this is a practice that, I really began early on my journey. This was something that every day, meditation, breathing, and positive affirmation, so that I could start my day exactly how I intended to be. And if I ever felt that I needed a recalibration, if any thought that feels less than, hold on, I love myself completely. I trust myself completely. And I still continue to maintain this, since this is where I share this knowledge, this wise mind, as the Honorable shared with us, the wise mind, not the wisdom, because we can't be wise and dumb. So we give thanks for these positive affirmations. Blessed love, Michael Duong. Give thanks for your presence and your full join, not your participation, but your full join. Give thanks.
So go ahead and just talk to the people,
Yeah, so now, now is always a really good time. It's always the best time to continue loving ourselves.
Now is the time.
Now is the time. There's no other time but now. So since we're here now, and you are here now, I am here now, Priest K-Lash is here now, we're all here now. Continue loving on ourselves. The kind of bliss, give thanks to Michael Duong. Heather Francis, good night, blessings. Bobo, bless. Bless, love, 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 love. It's always a great time to just share that love, because just like with everything else going on in the world, it's you where the love comes from. When you say I love myself completely, where's that love coming from? When you say love, or you feel love, or your actions speak love, where's that love coming from? It's coming from inside of you. It's coming from inside of you. So if your life, you're not actively infusing that love into your life, where is it going? It's actively leaving your life with that same amount of flow, with that same amount of momentum. Because there's a lot of things going on. Heather Francis says, from the heart. Truly, we feel love in the hearts, but your whole being becomes love. And it is your center. Your heart is your center. It does begin from the heart, and it radiates out in all directions. And so the heart is an amazing space to really focus in on when you're looking for love inside of you. We know the heart, when you take that H and you bring it to the end, that's also your earth. So that's what you stand on, heart-based awareness. Standing in your center, your earth, your soil. What seeds are you planting in your own heart? And also, are you protecting your heart? Because just like any garden, when you have something beautiful growing, you have to protect it, right? You have beautiful fruits, you have beautiful vegetables, you have a garden of treasures. And so you must protect this heart, protect this earth, protect this sacred soil, these fertile seeds that you're sowing within your heart space. Every time you say, I love myself completely, it's not like the last time you said it. This is a brand new moment. This moment is the only moment happening now. And so you must give it all of that intention, all of that awareness. This moment now, I love myself completely. I trust myself completely. Let that ignite you. Let that flame, that fire come from within you. I love myself completely. How much fire will you bring that into the soil? Can you feel these words coming from within you? Not me speaking them, but you speaking them. You speaking them. It comes from within you. And whatever I'm saying, if it resonates with you, it's because it's already within you. So give thanks for life. Give thanks for the continued presence and the resonance. We understand resonance. That we all hear in this pure vibration of resonance. A collective agreement, so to speak, simply because we agree with how this feeling feels, the wise mind, the knowledge, the clarifying, the enlightenment, the meditation that's brought through in these transmissions. Blessed love, Brother Akeem. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for your presence. Blessed love, honorable. Blessings, Jehan Brown. I and I, Rastafari. I and I give thanks for that wisdom, wise mind, brother. I needed that. Give thanks.
Wise mind.
Give thanks.
We're not live on HTS yet on television. We're just live on YouTube, and we'll be coming live on TV at 9 o'clock.
Yes, so you
just go ahead, man, and give the people the love, man.
Yeah, man, you get us right now as direct, our direct attention. I just want to say good thanks because I'm on Freeze K Lash's YouTube,
When are you Freeze K Lash?
Taking over. He's checking. You'll return. Give thanks for life, man.
Don't love it up, man. Go ahead.
No, we flowing. Give thanks for life. We're over here on LIVITY. Just came from the LIVITY restaurant, and as we know, LIVITY is a way of life. It's even more than a religion, but there is a devotion that's at the same level of what religion brings forward. The devotion, the consistent commitment to self-love. And as we say, the I and I, who said it earlier? Who just said it? Is it Jihan? The I and I. When you see the I in another, and see your I, yourself, in another, and you devote yourself through love to that source, so we give thanks. We give thanks for life in this honoring. We give thanks for life. So I want to just again say thank you for being here. Thank you for the the warm up, the warm up as we come live onto LIVITY. Blessed love, Natasha Lay. Blessed love, Giraffe. Blessed love. Clyde says, how can I leave the matrix? Well, you must go to the original, the origin, nature. You must go. And nature will teach you all of what you need to know. Now, You want to go to those who your elders, you know, those where the tradition is strong, so that you can be ushered into the way of leaving the matrix, so to speak. But still, you know, Honorable Priest Kailash is on the mountain, in tune, definitely standing strong outside the matrix, but still will reach you where you are through wherever you're connected to, because we understand that love is adaptable, love is relentless, love is going to come and reach you wherever you are. So if we're here in the matrix, that doesn't mean that we're not in tune with the natural connection. So with all of this being said, how can you leave the matrix? First, you must go to the source, go to the origin point, attune yourself to that point, and then use all the tools to get to where you need to go. So first, you got to know where you're intending to go. You want to leave and go where? You want to leave and go where? So once you're leaving somewhere, where are you gonna go? So really get clear on where you want to land, and once you're there, you know, you might need some experience to even feel what that feels like. And this is why I'm saying just get into nature, and then it'll flow from there. Cool, truly. Give thanks. I just want to see that. Okay. One perfect love, honorable goddess Itopia, Empress, blessed love. Now hold, give thanks, brother Michael. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Love, love, love. This is a big question. Leaving the matrix. It's just that we don't want to. You know, the first matrix is nature. That word ma, mother, ma'at, right? From the ancient Kemet, ma'at, matter. All of these words, material, they're just speaking to the ma, your first mother, the cosmic mother, the planetary mother. They're speaking to your first mother. So that's speaking to nature. Now there is something built on top of it, which we call many different things. And we'll call it Babylon from where we're at now, and just say that these things that we're trying to get ourselves out of, so that we know that that's a dysfunctional system. We know that what kind of fruits does it bear? Well, it usually bears stressful, diseased people that are not resourceful. Why are they not resourceful? Why are they broke? Why is their willpower broke? Why? Because they're not in tune with the source. To be a resource, you got to be in tune with the source to begin with. So with this being said, we got to go direct to nature and get in tune, get in touch. And nature is it's a very strong teacher. It's a very strong teacher. And it will humble you. Definitely will humble you. And I want to give thanks. We have 3 likes on this video. If you want to see this go around more, go ahead and like this video. We have 17 people in the room. If you're listening, tuning in, give this a thumbs up. Share with a friend. We're here on Honorable Priest Kailash's YouTube channel, getting ready to go live on LIVITY and St. Lucia TV, Helen television station. So go ahead and give it a like, give it a share, because what this is very important. This is why I'm here. What this vibration is, what this transmission is, and what this action is very important. So go ahead and share this. Clyde says it feels like I'm living in a fake reality in the States. Well, there's a lot of superficial going on, a lot of topical going on, but just go ahead and look at what's behind the scenes. Just go ahead and look at what is the foundation of where everything is really built upon in the States, and don't go too deep into it. You already seeing that. You already seeing that it's fake. It doesn't feel real. So again, if we get ourselves into nature, get very clarity, you'll see why you're there, why you're meant to be there. But get on and get on with your mission. We all have a divine purpose, a divine mission, a seed within our hearts that's needing to be unfolded. Is needing to be fulfilled. We have this urging, this appetite, and I give thanks for your question, Clyde, and your continued commenting, because this means that this urging, you're hungry, and you're seeking change. And first, you have to be, what is the word, unsatisfied with the reality you're seeing in order to change it. Frustration is a feeling that's signaling that you're ready to change something. So you have that feeling. Now don't let it dominate you, because you want to stay in that positive vibration where you actually can seek or actually create and implement an effective solution. Okay, so when you're planting those seeds, plant them from a positive space, but also recognize, okay, what are these feelings teaching me? Frustration. Let me not get into too deep into the story. But how can I switch it? Well, first I'm gonna need the energy to shift it. I need the energy first and foremost. No matter how much projection, right? I was saying, where do you want to go? Now that you're clear, let's say you're clear on where you want to go. How are you gonna get there? You need the energy. The energy, and one of the ways, in a major way that the energy plays out on this planet is the money. So if you want to, you want to get there, don't get caught up on anything else, but make money and get to where you want to go. And then you'll be, boom, I'm in touch with the natural grid. I'm in touch with nature. I got everything I need. Boom, boom, boom. And take the mission from there where you go forward, So I'm here learning from Priest Kailash directly, just living on the mountain, just seeing how, the solar power, the natural water streams here on the Mount Kailash Rejuvenation Center, seeing that, it really is possible to live well, live royal on such. It's like when I witness nature and the way the seeds and the fruits, it's like an intellectual engineering. Blessed love, honorable Dominique Flowers, sister. Give thanks, Nika. Thank you for being here. And again, we have 21 people in the room. Let's get it. We only got 9 likes. Come on, we got to get that double digits. If you're in here, give this a like, a share, a comment, share with a friend, because what we're doing here, right? It needs to essentially compete with the space, your attention space, with everyone else that's on these streams. So the more that we share, give thanks, Marcy Mar, the more that we share, the more that we comment, the more that we like, right? It shows you more of that. So we want to share it. We want to share these things that we really vibrate with, that we really resonate with, so that we see more of that in our reality. The only way that when you support something, you get more of it. When you support, you get more of it. Peace, advance. Peace, peace, peace. Give thanks. I also like to say wholeness. Wholeness. We bring the wholesome vibrations. And I love what Heather Francis is saying. She's basically saying go inside. Go inside and find your spirit. Find the inner being within you. And allow that to really... my mentor, Shalom Melchizedek, he once told me, he said, if there was peace in the world, we wouldn't have to meditate to find peace. So when we keep that in perspective, just how much effort it takes to find that bliss, that peace, that stillness, God, the source, creator, whatever way you have of perceiving it, just recognize that there is a disciplined process to attuning and attaining that level of fulfillment, of deep spiritual fulfillment. There is a consistency and there is an order. And so with all of this being said, you got to have more effort and intention than any of the forces that may stand in your way. Give thanks for life. If you're here, take a breath with me. Everyone in the studio, take a breath. And I want you to see something. My shoulders aren't moving, but my chest might get bigger. Right? We want to actually keep these shoulder muscles relaxed. Let our bellies inflate and deflate. So everything here in the chest and shoulders are soft. Everything we talked about with attaining peace and stillness and bliss. Part of the discipline is putting it together through breath, so that we could conquer our own minds, take back our sovereignty. It is evolution time. I hope, Brother Dwayne. So let's take these breaths, give thanks for life, give thanks for the air, which supplies us with nourishment, oxygen. With every breath, feeling more spacious. With every breath, being reminded of our spaciousness, how free we are, how liberated. Remind ourselves how breath and air, this element of air, how it's always around us, and yet we never see it. And let this remind you of your power. How much of you is unseen, yet so pervasive, ever present and pervasive. So we give thanks for life. We give thanks for the waters. The waters, the healing blood. Continue to breathe now. Don't stop breathing. The waters in our blood, the waters in our lymphatic system, our drainage. We give thanks for our cerebral spinal fluid within our brain and brain stem. Blessed love, Julie Carey. Blessed love, my precious divine family. Truly, one family. Give thanks. Love, love, love. Give thanks for life. We give thanks for the element of earth and all that it represents. The stones, the rocks, the trees, even our physical structure, how the bones are like bamboo, strong yet flexible. So give thanks for the articulation of your joints, the interstitial fluid within the joints, keeping everything supple. Breathe into your bones. Give thanks for the collagen in your bones, keeping it soft and supple. Give thanks for that extracellular matrix, keeping it hard. Breathe into your bones. Give thanks for the blood in your bones. The skeletal framework of the physical structure, your physical structure, your temple. This is your foundation. This is your internal structure. And so when you set up the beams to a house, that's your temple. That's the blueprint. And so right here, we have our skeletal framework, our physical structure, and the bones, the skull. Give thanks for the skull. Breathe into your skull. Let the spaciousness of breath fill all these spaces. And we give thanks for the fire. The fire which burns and purifies. Letting things go, transforming, transmuting, turning what you thought you were, what you thought you knew, to something completely different on the other side. This is the alchemical process. This is chemistry. When you eat something, it comes in one way and comes out completely different. This is the fire within your digestive system. Your fire, your digestive fire. Are you able to break it down? Give thanks for the flame of our spirit, which ignites, which clarifies, which brings clarity within the darkness, that guiding light in your inner spaces that continue to keep the light shining forward, keep it going, keep the fire burning. So we give thanks for the fire, we give thanks for the flame, we give thanks for life. We give thanks for all these elements in harmony, in synergy, how they stand within us in our physical structure, how they stand with us spiritually, and how we observe them in nature. These forces that we still are seeking to understand, like water. Water is so precious. Do we understand water all the way? Giving thanks, Empress Dominique. Giving thanks for the presence of us cosmic beings manifesting in the flesh to bring everything we desire in this space-time reality. Give thanks. Breathe. We're here in the studio getting ready to deliver another message for the unification and the harmony and wholesomeness and clarity for all of us cosmic beings. As Dominique said, Empress, give thanks, for sharing. And so for this healing, Healing is a clarifying process, letting go, integrating, knowing who you are. So we give thanks for life again, give thanks for life, give thanks for life, give thanks for life, give thanks for your presence. This is a full interactive experience. Interactive. When I say give thanks for life, give thanks for the fire, maybe you meditate on fire in that moment. Fire comes up for you. That's interactive. When the waters, give thanks for the waters, and you feel the saliva in your mouth. Empress Julie Carey, I've been led to the knowledge that our precious babies' brains have to be protected as soon as they spark into life because possibly all dis-ease and imbalance starts here until the age of 7. Well, you can even look at, yes, it's very simple. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. The baby's brain will start very, it'll always be receptive. A baby is precious. It'll always be very receptive. So, again, I lived in New York City and I've seen some very wild things like people taking a newborn in a stroller in Times Square, New York City, amidst all the smoke, all the noise, all the commercials and ads and all the craziness, all the traffic, and I'm not even talking about the energy jumping around. This is, that was just foolishness. So what I say this though, just to highlight how, yes, we are very receptive as children. So we do definitely want to give thanks for the protection of our children, making sure that we're guarding the gates, the ports from which things come in, through the eyes, through the nose, through the mouth, through the ears. That for our children, we're maintaining these channels very clear. What they hear, only the finest. What they eat, only the finest. What they smell, only the finest. What they see, wise mind and beauty. And then so we're cultivating, hold on, Brother Jihan Brown. Give thanks and praise, Honorable Mark. What a blessing it is for this reason on meditation, how to keep my livity and continue to build my livity, spiritual strength and structure as Rastafari. Give thanks. You're very receptive. Very receptive. I've always seen that those who are actively implementing this livity in their life, perfecting their technique, they take this and they run with it and they continue the growth in quantum fashion, happening instantly and quickly. Thanks, brother. We're coming on soon.
No.
Now. All right, we're coming live. Love. It's been an honor to start with you, YouTube channel. Thanks, God. Love.
Give thanks.
You were on 15% battery, by the way.
Okay. Me?
Yeah.
Or the phone?
The phone, excuse me. Never you. No.
100%.
100%. Fully charged.
So everyone had a good time with you there.
What do you say?
People had a good time with you.
I believe so. There was a beautiful reception.
Good time. Audrey. You should turn the camera on you.
Hmm?
You should turn it the other way.
Turn it on you.
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
I'm still having an interview.
Yeah, give thanks. 10 more seconds before we go live.
No.
Okay. Oh, Estella, you're tired.
I'm okay. I'm okay. This has perked me up.
Okay. Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver, and we give thanks for all good things around us and from Zion above, and we praise for his divine love. And definitely we do give thanks for this divine opportunity that we are here once more with you on LIVITY, living it, right? Loving the life you live and living the life that you love. Definitely we do give thanks for this divine opportunity, as you know, we know that man is God and God is man in flesh, and most times most people don't really, as you know, that we are in a world where everyone is waiting to die to go to heaven. I mean, everyone, you might be poor and suffering right here on earth and might barely have a piece of food to eat or a house to live in, but when you die, you'll get a mansion in heaven. And you'll walk on the streets of gold and all these things there, but you have to die first, right? So we don't really believe in dying to having to go to heaven. We do fundamentally believe that you have to live in heaven, right? And many people, they are working hard to go to heaven. People say, "Boy, priest, I want to go to heaven, and I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that." And at the end of the day, I mean, when you listen to what heaven's supposed to be like, if you read the Bible, and the Bible says, well, in heaven, the lion and the lamb shall be eating side by side. That means that the lion and the lamb, even the lion will be eating straw. So if a carnivorous animal like the lion itself shall be eating grass, right, you could imagine what man would be eating. So I mean, so for all the chicken lovers, man, come on. When you spend one day in heaven, you want to go back to hell, right? Or you want you miss the chicken, and you miss the corned beef, and you miss the pork and the steak, and you miss the pepperoni, you know. So I mean, not many people don't really want to go to heaven, man. People just love the vibes as it is there, and you know because consciously, many of our people consciously, the way that they live, they specifically consciously live to actually, they make decisions. The way they live to sabotage their own self. So we call it suicidal tendencies. And then we believe, well, it's only the people who end up in the mental homes, or they cut themselves as suicidal. But 99.99% of the population are people with huge suicidal tendencies, because they are perpetually, continually repeating actions that they know that's going to inflict harm upon their own self. So plenty people do stuff that they know is not good for them. So they smoke some cigarette, and they suck on a lollipop, or eat a piece of cheese, or bacon, or egg, or milk, or whatever it is. You know, whatever it is that you do, you have to know what you do. That you know that's not good for you, and you keep on doing it over and over and over again. That means that you are suicidal. You're no different than the man who actually puts the rope around his neck and kick the chair off and hangs himself. I mean, but you do the same thing. He knows that when he kicks the chair from under his body, he's gonna choke, he's gonna break his neck, crack, and that's it. But he still kicks off the chair. Right? So it's not different than the person with diabetes that know that, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be drinking Coke or Sprite. Coke is not it, and Sprite is not right. Coke really is not it. Many people know. We are in a society whereby people actually glorify the evil stuff, and they advertise it, and And they know it's not good. I mean, they know. I'm talking about KNOW. They know that this stuff is not good. Yet still they're going to promote it, and then they're going to have an expensive ad, and they're going to sponsor sports, and they're going to put a big sign all around the place, and they know, Coke. Coke used to really have cocaine. I mean, everyone knows that, and they wouldn't care if you tell them that Coke is really hard. At a point in time, the Coca plant used to be what Mr. Coca-Cola. I think it's Coca-Cola. Coca plant, cocaine, Coca-Cola. All right, so many people were very addicted to the Coke. Some people love Coke so much that when they drink 2, 3, 4, 5 Coke a day, I mean, and they know it's bad. I mean, if you have an old rotten battery that's corroding, well, you take the Coke and you put the Coke on it and it cleans it out nice. Right? I mean, that's what it would use that for. If you have a rotten nail, or you buy a Coke, you go to the store, you have a rotten nail, or you have a file, or you have a piece of metal that is rusty, you buy a Coke and you put the metal in it and you use it. That's it. That's what you use Coke for. You don't drink that. This stuff is deadly. So many of the things that we actually give to our children. So I mean, I'm talking about people that don't care enough about their own selves, that they actually self-sabotage, they kill themselves, they repeat actions consciously that they know that is going to lead to their own detriment. Consciously, every single day, day in, day out, they do these things over and over and over and over again. And worse yet, now they actually feed their children trash. And they say, oh, it's junk. I didn't call it trash. It's junk food. I mean, junk food. Okay, there's nothing like junk food. There's junk and there is food, right? So many parents, they just pay the rent. That's all they do. But they call them parent. And then they pay the rent, but they don't really consider about the wellness of the child. So they're going to run to the fast food joint and buy some fast food, or a soda, or a lollipop, or a little packet of biscuit, some little plastic, or some pizza. I mean, anything. I mean, you just buy it for the child. Knowing that, and if you ask the parents, I mean, do you know that these things, they are bad for you? The parents would know that these things, they are bad for the children, yet still they'll say, but Chris, I have time, I was supposed to say, come on. So you're killing your own child, because you are aware. You are aware. Don't you know that Coca-Cola is not good? Don't you know that Sprite is not right? Don't you know that all them soft drinks and all these sodas, they are dangerous to the children? You know that, right? Okay? The lollipops, the sweeties, okay, the junk food, the ice creams, all this. I mean, you know who's screaming? I'm not screaming, but I scream, right? And they eat it all the time, and you are aware. You say, well, I don't give my children fast, KFC, or any of them things every day. I don't care. I only do it once in a while, because why? Because it's bad. Yet still give it to your children. That means that you are committing manslaughter, they call it. Okay, all right. That means that you are suicidal because you are doing it to yourself, and then you are homicidal because you are doing it also to someone else, right? And then that person you're doing it to is to your loved one, and you don't even have that amount of love for self, whereby you could actually feed yourself and take care of yourself properly. Then you won't have that love for your child. So you have many parents just paying the rent, right, and paying all the bills, and then after all, they don't really show that level of livication where they love their children enough to actually guide them towards that better living. So tonight, I mean, it's a wonderful night. I'm going to give thanks as the rain is coming down here in St. Lucia. And for all those of you on YouTube, I'm going to give thanks. Those of you listening live in St. Lucia, we do give thanks, and we welcome you to LIVITY, whereby you actually live, because plenty people are what you call sayers, but they're not doers. As we love the Bible so much, the good Bible says that faith without works is dead. I mean, you have all the faith in the world that you have, and then you have no works to show that means it's dead. I mean, it's nothing. And so is works without faith. So you must have that full understanding as a people, that you must have a life to actually show exactly what it is that you are doing. It's not like a fad. And so when we say LIVITY, what we're talking about is the way that you live. So we say, so you live in a manner where you demonstrate, share love to self. So you know you have diabetes, so so you know, well, you're supposed to avoid this, avoid that, avoid this, avoid that, and because you love yourself, right, because you care about yourself, then you're going to make that decision not to do this or not to do that, not because someone is watching you or police is watching you or someone is sneaking and watching you and keeping tabs on you, no, because you love yourself. So when you have that fundamental self-love, you don't need anyone to actually watch over you. You could watch over yourself. So someone is going to love you more than you love your own self. No, right? So self-love is the foundation. So definitely, we're saying that we have to, put that kind of a suicidal tendency to rest. Stop doing things that are destructive to yourself. Consciously make that decision to do the right thing for self. Okay? So we give thanks definitely, as we have not a guest because he won't be guessing today. We have we have a brethren here with us specifically from a merry maker. We call America a merry maker because merry means drunkenness, right? Okay, so when you say have a merry Christmas, that means have a drunken Christmas. And we don't even say Christmas, we say Hogmas, because the time that they have the 25th of December, that's supposed to be like the day where they celebrate the life of the Christ, El Christ, Christos, right? Heru, right? So that figure, they have plenty of figures that Jesus they're talking about, really, and that biblical character there is just a character upon the walls in Kemet, and I mean, even the Hindus have their own Jesus and the virgin birth and all that man walk on water, and that everyone has their own Christ story. Yes. So we give thanks, I mean, definitely. But when we understand that even that time when they're celebrating the holy man, that's why in St. Lucia, I personally call it Hogmas, because that's the time they kill the most hogs. They eat ham on Hogmas. I mean, you must eat ham on Xmas. I won't say Christmas, Xmas morning. So the day that that the Savior of the world came into existence is the day they kill the most pigs. They eat the most pork, right? So definitely, and pork is the worst thing. I mean, the pig is what that man that doesn't eat at all. So how can you be celebrating a man by doing the things that that he doesn't like? So we don't really call it Christ Mass. We call it Hog Mass. The hogs must die, right? And that's why they call it Xmas. I remember Xmas. So all this level of hypocrisy that we have as a society, and yet still, that's why people are so suicidal. So we give thanks as we have a companion here with us today, Brother Mark, coming from a merrymaker. I feel no way, man. You don't have to possess a merrymaker. I know you just reincarnated there, for some divine purpose.
For some divine purpose.
Yeah, but true. I mean, definitely, it's merry up there, and you know how it is there. So give thanks. I mean, you were there with us for the journey beyond wellness.
Yes.
And we had a wonderful time. And I mean, many of the people here actually benefited in that, in your art, your skills, your talents, and first you're going to be here a bit longer with us.
Yes.
Right, to sit up on the mountain first for a little bit longer. So I like the people of St. Lucia and the world. I mean, those of you watching from around the world, definitely on Facebook, on HTS, and also on our YouTube channel, definitely. I mean, he's not in a merrymaker now, so if you go and look for him now, you won't find him. So yeah, the campus St. Lucia will actually find Brother Mark, right? And we give thanks for your divine presence, and we just want you to actually tell the people of your experience with that whole wellness journey, and whether or not you like the star that stays awake and don't sleep, right? And then you basically could express to them the growth that you yourself even had with the time, because I remember speaking to a sister. She's going to read us a poem tonight after our first intercession, Sister Aya, and she was saying, "Praise, everything is perfect." I said, "But what's perfect, man? There's nothing called perfect." When you're perfect, you still have to work on being perfect, so you have to work after you're perfect, then you have to work on being perfect.
Yes.
You understand? So there's nothing like perfect. I mean, life is the only university you never graduate from. You're always at school, you're always learning, so give thanks, beloved, and I mean, tell us of your experience. I mean, you could just, for those people who never saw Honorable Brother Mark, our previous program on TS. I mean, probably you have to introduce yourself again to our
Sure.
YouTube people. I mean, I know you got him already, but to our St. Lucian people, and we only have 1 hour today. We're going until 10 o'clock. So, brother, tell the people exactly who you are and what you do.
Yes, give thanks for life, and I'm really honored to come here again. To be here on the LIVITY channel, on the LIVITY broadcast again. It's a true honor, and I'm very humbled and appreciate love this entire journey. So St. Lucia, I'm spending the most time in these days. This is my longest journey ever. In terms of traveling, and I'm spending the most time in St. Lucia. So just for that speaks volumes itself. And so, with all of this being said, my name is Mark Anthony Roman. I'm the inner trainer. I've been a meditation instructor for 2 years now, and before this, I was a personal trainer. And I was training for 5 years, bachelor's degree in exercise science, and I went and I learned all about the body, the physical structure. And I saw how connected it was. I saw how people are motivated. I understood the psychology, sociology, how we move as an individual, and how we function as units. And as we continued that process, I wanted to take it a bit deeper. And so I continue to continue to take on more knowledge from mental, metaphysical, and these realms of things. But my drive, it didn't really kick in until I had my heart broken open. And so it was relationship and healing that made me actually do the self-love process, the self-love journey to the full extent, the full fire. We always have a catalyst in our life, a moment where you're just like, you're.
How did your heart break, man?
Well,
I think mine is a muscle. What happened?
It broke open. That I realized that I was actually a lot of things that were on it that needed to shatter and go. So let's say whatever was on my heart then, that shattered and went.
Okay, all right.
Because after that, all I felt was just a pure flow. And before those moments,
a broken heart is a good thing.
when it breaks open,
When it
not
breaks
not,
open.
not in half,
Not romantic.
I
I know you mark Roman also, so
sometimes will be romantic, truly, I will say love is so real that people hide from it, and you may have to shed whatever's keeping you away from love. So that's what I mean when I say your heart breaks open.
Okay, all right. Give time.
Give
Someone
time.
outside was saying, "Oh, my poor man, broken heart."
Please don't pity me, please.
Okay, all right.
No, please don't pity me. It's I share all this to say that relationship was really the catalyst, the trigger. Like really understanding myself in relationship and understanding the dynamics of relationship was when I took meditation and took it all away. And the inner transformation in my experience, I shared that with others. And then I also had a mentorship. And through that process, I share these healing affirmations that worked with me to this day. I love myself completely. I trust myself completely.
Yes, definitely. We do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver, and we give thanks as we come again, and we do pardon our YouTube people. We live again. Give thanks to our wonderful technician brother, who have given us some more power, and we do have the wonderful sister Aya next to Aya and I here, and she was part of our journey beyond wellness. Tell us of your experience and tell us who you are, what part of the world you're coming from.
I'm from Florida, and my experience was awesome. It was everything plus what I imagined. It's so live and so free and so earthly. I feel so connected, and I'm still reaping the benefits of just living off of land and taking in everything natural that Most High has put here for us to excel in.
So what brought you to St. Lucia?
What brought me to St. Lucia was LIVITY, to live life freely, to live life outside of American ways, to take something from St. Lucia and bring it back to the people that I love most, because living in America, we tend to live outside of our natural realm. So I felt it deep in my spirit that I wanted something greater, so I pushed for it.
Give thanks.
Give thanks.
Give thanks. I asked you what was that greater thing, but I haven't asked you that. I'll make you keep that in your inner self. So I watched one of your poems on YouTube, and I know when your channel is Aya,
Yes.
AYA, and I saw that the poem had about 800 and something views, and I said, what? I mean, you see all type of things on YouTube get like 1 million views. You might see somebody just farting, right? And then they
Yes.
have 5 million views just farting, right?
Yes.
Come on, man. Then your message, which was like a resounding message, a very good message, I mean,
Give
to
thanks.
mankind. And I say, what? Just 800 views? What's going on with this way? I mean, I think this YouTube thing is very skewed, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on farting and have 5 million views. So then you have positive messages, and then you have little views.
Yes.
So I wanted you to at least share one of your poems, right?
Okay.
To vibrate some of that positive energy, one of your wonderful poems with us.
Okay.
So at least the people of St. Lucia and the people around the world and wherever they are could actually have a feel of exactly who you are.
And what I bring. Okay. Give thanks.
Give thanks, Honorable.
Okay, so a poem that comes to mind that I would love to share with you all is a poem called Queens. Okay, here it goes. Bear with me. Queens, aren't we all? At this very moment we rise, queens. It is time. It is time to reveal our truth and dispose of the lies, queens. Our dignity and pride, it should never be compromised, queens. It is time. It is time to reveal our truth and dispose of the lies. We are so desensitized and over-sexualized. Don't you know your power doesn't only dwell between your thighs, queens? Look in the mirror. Look a little harder. There's a spirit behind them eyes, queens. She's a diamond in the rough, and she knows who I'm talking to. Once upon a time, she didn't understand, but now she do. She's one puzzle piece to God's chosen few. Rejoice, queen. Most High has chose you. You continue to transition into the light. That's why they can never dispose you. You was bought with a price. Your soul blazing like fire, but your stance is as cold as ice. You are willing to fight with all your might to reach the highest of heights, while having faith in the unseen promised land with blurred visions as you pray for a pristine sight to steal your flesh from wrong to right. The world died in you and gave Most High your life. Feels good, don't it? Pride queen, you better own it. One queen under God who birthed this nation. Blood, sweat, and tears, we sacrifice through ministration, periodically cleansing the womb and giving back to the land, fertilizing the seeds of trees that dwells underneath the earth, waiting for raindrops to bless the sand, breaking sweats while birthing our sons. Tears fall shortly after. Rejoice, queen, kingdom has come, on earth as it is in heaven. You go so hard, queen. Take a break, relax, just chill. Even Most High rested on the 7th. You better let your lotus bloom, queen. You shine so bright, you lighten up a dark room, queen. Your essence is so captivating, far beyond a magazine. Your love feeds the soul and not the ego of your king. Girl, you are blessed beyond measures. You are a mystery to many things. Claim your position in your queendom, queen. And listen to the sweet sound of heaven and earth sing. Because you are a majestic wonderland of hidden treasures. No scale could ever measure the depths of your soul, queen. Aren't we all? I said, aren't we all? Queens.
Give thanks.
Give thanks.
If I was a little bit softer, I would be crying. I do a Michael Jackson. Tino, pass me some tissue.
Give thanks.
Give thanks for the love, man. I mean, definitely, this is definitely something very positive for our woman, and and
Yes.
most times, that how devastating it is for our woman. I mean, even in the healthcare industry, man. I mean, you hardly hear of the cutting of the testicles of men, but they remove the ovaries of the woman and the womb of the woman all the time. Remember, the
Yes.
name of the woman is the womb man.
Yes.
So imagine that the woman have a hysterectomy where they remove the womb of the woman. And sometimes people actually feel offended. They say, well, I mean, if you take out the womb from the woman, then what do you have? A man.
A man.
You understand? So when they literally take out the womb out of the woman, this is something that is very criminal, right?
Yes,
and cut off the ovaries and take out the womb and all these different type of things there. Such things our woman actually go through. That's why when I realized the first time when in medical school, when I went into gynecology and I witnessed a delivery, a childbirth, I said I'll never let any of these guys to deliver any of my children.
Yes.
From that point, I took full responsibility and brought in all my children into the world myself.
Beautiful.
And they said, well, out of the womb, I myself, as God, have actually chosen you. So I mean, give thanks definitely as
thanks.
when the woman understands and feels for the woman and the love for the woman, and give thanks for all divine queens.
Love.
I did great. I mean, you're getting some blessings there, even on YouTube there. Some people love it, Queen. Deep rooted kernels, great job, Queen. I'm feeling that.
Yes.
Give thanks and love to our queens. Hello, praise unto the no kissing on LIVITY.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Hello, praises unto the queens and the empresses. Give thanks definitely for the wonderful poem, and definitely give thanks for having you here in St. Lucia. I hope you're going to do a poem on the pitons and the sulfur spring and the volcanoes and all the beautiful things that you.
Of course, I'm taking it all in.
Taking it all in?
Yes.
So what has been your best thing here in St. Lucia while you here?
Oh yes, the sulfur springs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Coming from nature where you take cold showers.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to feel that warm,
Give thanks.
Yes.
The cold shower is therapeutic.
I know.
The cold shower actually helps you to breathe properly. It's when you go underneath the water and it's cold. But you have to. When you breathe in the cold. Audrey, you love the cold, don't you? Audrey doesn't love the cold. So definitely we give thanks, for life and a mighty life giver. And we have about 10 more minutes. And I think that we'll just take an intercession. And as we fulfill the queen and give thanks, queen, I pray that you actually take your queen down. Self-love is the first love. I would love that to see you leave your poem, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah, leave your art. I mean, beautiful. You're really an artist. And you see, all they have all half-naked women singing and splitting and all type of thing and shaking their glutes on TV and thing, and they give them millions for that.
Yes.
Right? But the uplifting message is to uplift the character and the dignity of the woman. I mean, they take away millions from you instead of giving you the millions. So there's another realms of things in life, right? Whereby you have that realms where people pay millions for the shaking of the bathings and the no carnival is the times you carnival, and right now in the it's called carnival, but it's really carnival. That you could do any evil that you want. And they say bacchanal is a god of the hidden. So then the woman that would normally be discreet, the banker, the teacher, the lawyer, if you want to see them in underwear and the panty and bra, just come in carnival. People pay over $900 for 2 pieces of cloth.
Yeah.
The carnival costume, the costume, man.
Sparkly.
Yeah, man. Just a piece of cloth, and that's it. And carnival, and the woman will split. First time I saw carnival, man, I saw it the first time last year, because LIVITY is like on Jeremy Street and they parade on that street. For some, I got caught on that street there, man. I saw certain things, man. I say, wow.
Yeah.
Praise God, I was 41 and not 14 when I saw that, right? So give thanks. We'll take a short intercession when we come again, because we're going to have Mark Roman just seal up with us with some positive affirmations. Blessed.
Give thanks. I did good, y'all.
Yeah, you did great, man. Great.
Thanks. Ooh, you got put me on the spot. You put me on the spot. Yeah.
That's why you give thanks for life and mighty God. It's beautiful. Every time I receive it, give thanks for the power of the tongue, Empress. That's come from Dominic Flowers. Give thanks for the love, give thanks. And we have to save our trees or we will not be able to breathe, nor we. Okay, our babies. Okay, that one sounds poetic too. Jehan Brown, give thanks and praise to the Most High, Rastafari. Tenestelen, give thanks. Julie Carey, there are so many systems set up for our harm in the US, and the foods that are healthy are so very expensive, and that has to change. Love, just make more money, man. That's it. If you're in America and you're not making the money, I mean, make the money in America. That's all America has to offer. Love, give thanks. Good night, much love. Michael Duong, I see you all are blessed, had a blessed retreat. One Kailash is beautiful, giving thanks. Yeah, of course, man. I mean, it's not beautiful, it is beauty, full of beauty. And also the GMOS that we are damaging our DNA with and terrible. And it's absolutely terrible that okay, all right, Julie, give thanks for your love. Definitely. We are doing our final 5 minutes shortly, and then we seal up with thanks. We're not going over an hour tonight.
Oh, that's good. Good.
That's good?
It's fine.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
How do I look like I feel?
I don't know. Tell me.
If you don't know, then you'll never know.
How you feeling, Mark?
I feel well.
Yeah, give thanks.
We come after the carnival. That's what you said, the carnival. But it's also carnal, right?
Yeah,
Carnivore, carnal,
the mind, right? Is that what that's?
not like flesh, carnal.
Okay.
Terrible, man. They just have like rum, like vans giving free rum, you know, man. Come on, stop. Drink the rum. Drink the rum. Drink the rum. Yeah. Drink the rum.
Yes, I know.
So if you're not drunk enough, but you have to get drunk.
Oh, yeah, so they can open up and just.
Gummy bears.
Becoming live.
Sunlight?
Yeah. Yes, blessed love, we do give thanks as definitely as we are in the process of sealing up with our honorable brother. He said, well, we're coming after the current evil, you know. They say, well, I mean, definitely, as I said, previous year, previous year, Carnival was the first time I really see Carnival. And what was astonishing to me was the fact that there was this van, right? And all them things they're selling fast foods. And they're giving free fast food. So they stop in the van and free fast food and then free rum. So they have these people there. And the glasses and liquor, it's a poisonous liquor. And no matter your age, because you don't have an ID, because plenty of young people just go with their glass and they pour in this rum. You know, and the commentator was encouraging people to drink rum, get drunk now, get on bad, and the people who stop and drink the rum and split on the road, blah, 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 blah. Say, my goodness, this was something real evil. That's one of the evilest thing I ever saw, whereby there was this deliberate attempt to get people drunk and eat drunkenness, eating junk foods and doing crazy stuff in the middle of the road, you know, and all them things there. I mean, that's the worst thing I ever saw. And I say, well, look at this, man. The government has put millions into this, into wickedness and evil. I mean, if you love your canned evil, that's you. I mean, come on, I'm free. I could speak my mind. So you're gonna get upset with me because I'm saying that this is evil? Go ahead then. When you're upset, you get sick. I'm not upset. I'm just expressing myself. And I'm saying though that the fact that the government of St. Lucia does inject millions into this and then complain that times are hard that they cannot even take care of their own hospital, and the hospital in the south has been out of commission for over a decade, and they have people in stadiums, and then you are going to be giving $1 million to Carnival or 2 million. You're going to be held accountable for that. So you putting money into revelry and bacchanal and drunkenness and getting sick, you know, eating junk food and stuff, and instead of taking all that money and putting it into helping people to actually get a good healthcare system. So when you have a a can right instead than a can evil, or a can good, can good, can good. So that's you have people jumping up, and you have healthy foods, and you have all kind of costumes with nice eating healthy, because St. Lucia was number one in the world for diabetes. You understand? So every day, every hour, you have amputations there. End of the day, why is it that the consciousness of the people doesn't push them towards doing positive stuff? Why would you invest $1 million in something that is known that's evil? Rum, everyone knows rum is bad. That's why they call it intoxicating liquor. It's poisonous. So to sell rum, you need a license. A license, a sense. You have a license to actually sell intoxicating liquor. What's intoxicating? Poisonous, right? So you have people who consciously invest time and energy in intoxicating the people, poisoning the people with the food and the rum, right? And they call it carnival. So we give thanks definitely as you know, we are in that season again. So I'm gonna just tell you, just be wise and check yourself, right? Don't get carried away and get drunk and lose your life. All right. So give thanks. Definitely, what we're going to close off with tonight. No, when there any calls, we're just going to close off with some positive affirmation with the Honorable Brother Mark Roman, my Lord. Blessed. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for the moment. Give thanks for your presence. And wherever you are now, just allow yourself to feel really grounded in this now moment. As you inhale, allow yourself to feel your belly inflating with air. And as you exhale, allow yourself to feeling your belly deflate with air, all of the air deflating out of your belly. So whether you're standing, sitting, you're in the kitchen cutting up a yam, whatever you're doing, just go ahead and allow yourself to breathe. It's always a great time to breathe and be present with self. Now repeat after me. I love myself completely.
I love myself completely.
I love myself completely.
I love Chris Kailash completely.
I trust myself completely.
I trust Chris Kailash completely.
I am a loving existence.
Chris Kailash is a loving.
I allow love into my life.
Chris Kailash allows love into his life.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Go ahead and inhale and release. Inhale and release. Repeat after me. I am love.
Chris Kailash is love.
I am love.
Chris Kailash is love.
I am love.
Chris Kailash is love.
Give thanks for life. Give thanks. Thank
My
you.
Lord. You see, I'm personalizing.
This is important. This is important. True.
So I give thanks definitely for this wonderful moment, and give thanks for all those of us who are on YouTube. Those of you on our local lines, no calls tonight. You know, we had a very short program. Some other time you could call. If it is that you want to meet up with Honorable Mark Roman, definitely you could give us a call, 1-758-722-3660, or the landlines 451-8813. And you go into Livity on Jeremy Street, and you could put your name on the book of life, and definitely you can come to one Kailash and you have a good time. Can you explain the origin of the boboash and the priestly robes? Africa. Okay. How would we be able to meet the king priest if we ever happened to be in St. Lucia? Well, I mean, if you want to meet the priest, I mean, you just priest. You know, I mean, you figure it out. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I came.
yeah, you came, and just before you came, there was this brother and sister from England. Yeah, did you meet them?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
and they came. They said, "Boy, priest, I've been trying to contact you and I can't get you at all." Because sometimes people just cannot get me, you know. Try to get me, can't get me. Audrey, just can't get me, but that's okay.
I think Akeem couldn't get you the first time he came here.
Yeah, he couldn't get me. So they flew in and then they stayed at the hotel and then they got me.
But that's what they flew in.
Yeah, flew in.
They flew in.
Yeah,
Akeem, he flew
he
in.
Yeah,